Hey folks, in this video I am going to open up quite a few Hot Wheels cars, and the reason for making this video is just that I'm trying to kind of go through my collection of cars and just decide which ones I really want to keep and which ones I could maybe do without perhaps. So the ones that I'm showing you right now are the ones that I am not going to open in this video. Some of these are ones I may still keep, but some of these are ones that I may end up getting rid of actually. So kind of yet to be decided with the ones you see here, but the reason I'm showing you them is just, well, I'm just going to show you real quick what I'm not going to open, and then I will show you the ones that I am going to open, and then I'll open them, and it's going to be just a lot of talking about, why I decided to open the ones I did, and just taking a look at them, so I hope that you guys will enjoy this little video, which may end up being kind of a long video, but anyways, here is a look at the ones, like I said, I'm not planning to open, and some of you might be wondering, well, this really isn't that big of a Hot Wheels car collection. Some might say that it is a really big collection of cars. I've been more of a playset enthusiast for things that I've liked to collect, so I don't have a ton of sealed in the package Hot Wheels cars, but I have quite a few, I guess. And so, this compared to a lot of really hardcore Hot Wheels collectors, it's kind of a small collection, but it's the one that I have right now. So anyways, over here, a lot of loose Hot Wheels cars, Matchbox cars, just ones that they might be duplicates or ones that I just decided that I don't really like, therefore I'm not interested in opening them. I've got a few random car packs here. Over here I've got some of these really cool Mario type cars that I've collected. I may end up keeping these, or, I'm just not sure. But I'm not going to open them up, that's for sure. And I've got some of these holiday Hot Wheels as well. We've got one Cars 3 car, and then one, I think this is 90s Treasure Hunt car, which I don't know that this is one that is necessarily super rare, but I have one Treasure Hunt car. So now, these are the cars that I have decided that I would like to open these and have these in my collection as cars that I will use for, this or that. They're just cars that I've decided for various reasons that I like, and I'd like to open them up. And so, I guess let's get into it. I'm going to kind of explain my reasoning for opening these, and then just kind of show them off to you guys. So, yeah, here we go. Alright, so I think we'll start off kind of random. This is, we'll do the Matchbox first, and then the Hot Wheels. But first is this Junior Mints car. I'm trying to remember where I got this. Maybe it might have been a grocery store or something. And I just thought it was kind of funny. It's a Junior Mints themed car. And so this is the Austin minivan. And yeah, I don't know much else about it besides that, but I just thought it looked kind of cool. And I like the packaging on it as well. I almost keep this sealed, but I'd like to open the car. So yeah, there's a look at that. There was some other ones you could get. Just different types of candies, it looks like, so kind of funny stuff, but this was just one that I decided to get, so let's open it up. We'll take a look at it. Yeah, kind of funny, a Junior Mints car, and I also like the wheel wells of these tires here. Kind of cool, little gold coloring there, so that's pretty neat. And I'll put that one aside. Let's see, I'm not sure how I want to organize these, but there's that. The next thing we're going to get into is a collection of blue cars. The reason why I'm opening a bunch of blue cars is because blue is my favorite color, so a lot of these different blue cars I've picked up for various reasons. I gotta like the car, and then of course it's blue, so that's the reasoning behind that. But this one is a 2016 Chevy Camaro convertible. So you'll see that, there's a kind of an even mix of these more modern cars, and some are like older, like 90s or something like that. So, yeah, so here's this one. So that's a nice blue convertible, excuse me. And we'll put that one right there. And next up we have an older one. I feel sort of bad opening some of these older ones just because it's like, well, they're old. They're not making any more of these, but, you know, at the same time, for some of them, if they're not super rare or anything, which I don't think any of these are, you know, it's like, well, they're meant to be played with at the end of the day. So let's see. So this is a '69 Camaro SS 396, and yeah, there's a look at that. So this 1997. Okay, there's a good look at the convertible. So that's a good looking blue car. We'll put that right there. And next up we have, hey, yet another blue car. Dodge Viper RT10. And yeah, this is looking like another kind of 90s-ish one. 1998. I'll show you the back there real quick. Okay, so here's a look at this one. Very nice. And next up we got one that is very modern. We've got a Tesla Model S in the blue color. So this one was from, oh, I don't see a release year, oh, 2024. So indeed this is a very modern one here. And unfortunately, as I take this out of the package, this feels so much more cheaply made than some of the other ones here. So go figure. I don't know. Is what it is. But nevertheless, here's the look at it. It at least looks kind of cool, especially the blue color, at least for me. But man, this thing feels, it's super light, and it just feels kind of cheap compared to these other ones. But, well, that's what it is. Alright, next we've got, let's see, 55 Chevy hardtop, and you can tell that this one is sure old because, well, it's obvious. It's just obviously by the packaging, it's like a 90s type car. But you got your Kmart sticker there too, 94 cents. So that's kind of cool. There's a look at the back. This one's from 1998. Alright, so there's that. Another blue car. And then the last of the blue Matchbox cars, Corvette Grand Sport. Here it is. And this one's from 1997. And this one I'm actually glad to open because the packaging is not super perfect here. It's kind of squished in, so this is a fair one to open up. And here we go. There's a look at that. Yeah, just about dropped it there. Alright, so then we'll move on to some more Matchbox cars. And actually, well, the one, let's see, I'll open this one next here. This one is, yeah, this isn't blue, but I'll keep it with the blue family, I guess. It's kind of like a, what do you call it? It's almost like a sea, it's almost like a sea green or whatever, I don't know. Turquoise, whatever. I always forget. You know, I remember the regular colors, red, green, blue, and purple, and all that yellow, and all these other off ones, teal, whatever you call it. I always kind of forget what they're actually called. But 57 Chevy convertible, and yeah, there's the packaging for that. 1997. This one is certainly playing hard to get. There we go. Getting in there to get this car out. There we go. There's a good look at that one. That one's kind of cool. Yeah, so like I was kind of getting at, getting into more of random Matchbox cars, not random Matchbox cars now, not necessarily blue ones. In fact, none of the rest of these will be blue. So here's a fire truck, snorkel fire truck with moving parts. That's part of the reason why I wanted to open this, is because it's got moving parts. I feel like this is one that I actually had when I was a kid, but I can't remember for sure. But I really like that this has the moving ladder. I think that's pretty sweet. So yeah, definitely want to check this one out. From 1997, and let's open this one up. Let's see. There we go. And this one actually feels rather light too, but anyways, there's a look at it. Let's try that working ladder a little bit. And yeah, it even looks like, let's see, this moves a little bit, so you kind of pretend that the guy's gonna, I don't know, you can't really pull it out more than that, but I don't know, you can just pretend like he's moving around to fight the fire or whatever. So yeah, working ladder is pretty neat. And then it folds up nicely so that you can put this in your car case and so forth. So there's a look at that. Then the next one here is, this might be even older than 90s, I'm not sure. Super fast VW concept, Walmart sticker with 74 cents. Boy, I sure do wish that cars were that cheap now. Although they're only about like 50 cents more or whatever it is. This one's kind of cool because it's got this Matchbox action system. Just a little black and white little thumbnail of those playsets there. We've got a list of them there, and then just this little picture, which is actually kind of cool. Yeah, so that was kind of the Matchbox world back in these days. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see, this was 1996. All right, let's open this one up. Alright, so here we go. I like that this one is like green all the way around it, except for the top, which is black, but yeah, that's kind of a neat little thing. And then next we've got one. This one I wasn't sure if I wanted to open or not, and you know, I may end up opening this and being like, I don't really know if I need this in my collection. But I don't have many big trucks from Matchbox in my collection like this, so this might be kind of interesting to have. The Volvo container truck, and yeah, there's that from 1998. A lot of these that I'm going to open that are older are going to be from that 1998-ish area, because I ended up with a kind of a small collection of 1998 unopened cars. That's what a lot of these are. So, let's see. Alright, so here's what we got. Allied the Careful Movers, so it's basically a little moving truck. And then these doors should open up back here as well. So in theory, you could put a little something back there. You could fit a micro machine perhaps, or something like that. Or, yeah. So, anyways, there's that Allied moving truck. I've got just 3 more of these Matchbox cars to go, and then we'll switch over to the Hot Wheels. But we've got a 70 El Camino. This one I kind of just like because it's just kind of old school. You know, this car that has a back for a truck. And kind of interesting, these El Caminos. That 79 cent sticker from Kmart there, back in the good old days when there was Kmart and when Kmart sold Hot Wheels. So this one's from 1997. Go ahead and open this. So there's that. I kind of just like this one because it's kind of funny looking. So there's that one. And then next up we've got the 1994 Mitsubishi 3000 GT, and mainly just opening this one because it seems like a kind of a cool looking car, and then also just looks like it might be okay as like kind of a track sort of car. Not that Matchbox sets are really, you know, like stunt sets or anything, but just looks like it's overall just a nice smooth car to maneuver around whatever it's being used as, or whatever set it's on, or whatever. So this one's got a 2021 label on it, so this is one that I would have gotten more recently. Let's see, so let's have a look at this one. So that's a nice car there. And finally, one more Matchbox car, the 94 Camaro Z28, and this one's a purple one. So you can almost, I guess, put this with the blue car collection. There's a look at the back of it. 1997. And let's take a look at this one. Alright, so here it is. And this is another one where I decided to keep this just because it's kind of a nice, smooth looking car. Might be okay as like a track type car. And overall, I just like the look of it. So there's that. And I think I'm going to drive the Matchbox cars away now, so we can make way for the Hot Wheels unboxings, because, well, there are a lot of those. So say goodbye to the Matchbox. There they go. Alright, we'll get into the Hot Wheels here, and some of these are kind of random ones, and we'll start with those ones first, and some of these over here there's a little bit more theme to them. Some of them anyways. But yeah, we'll just kind of get into this. And yeah, this is an example of a random one. I just think it's kind of a cool old school looking one, 1936 Cord. And so, I don't know, this might be just kind of a fun one to have. There's a look at that. And this one has a picture of the Hot Wheels world on the back, which is really cool. My favorite collection of Hot Wheels playsets, really, if I had to pick one, I think. And, you know, I'm kind of biased. This is the era in which I was kind of growing up and playing with toys as a kid. So, you know, naturally, those are the ones that I have the nostalgia for. But, you know, even aside from that, I still think they were really cool sets. And I gotta think that a lot of other people would agree. Even perhaps younger people that grew up with more of the modern sets, if they kind of checked out some of these older Hot Wheels World sets, I'd at least hope that they would think that they're cool. And so anyways, there's that. This one's from 1998. And here's a good look at it. Very nice red color to it. It's got a little bit of a shine to it. So yeah, this is definitely an old school looking, and it's kind of got a heavy feel to it. So this is a pretty neat car. And we'll just set that one right here. And next up, we've got a transport car. There's going to be a few of these kind of transportation cars. This is the from the 2001 edition's Cabin Fever. And I just like this because this thing can hold another car on it. That's just kind of cool. And it's kind of big, too. So there's a look at that. This one's got a picture of the Hot Wheels track system on the back. Some of pictures of, I guess, what was available at that time. It kind of a lot of random stuff, honestly, in just you know, these kids' bedroom. You got some random loops and curves and all these tracks that are you know, dropping down from desks and everything like that. So it honestly looks like quite a big mess in these kids' room, but I don't know, kind of cool. That's some cool old stuff there. This one's from 2000, so this is when they kind of started to change their logo a little bit. They you know, with the Hot Wheels in the 90s, it used to have the Mattel down here, as you'll see in all the other ones, but this is when they kind of started to change things up a little bit. And yeah, so there was that. Let's open this one up. And here's a look at this. You can just pull this down here and you can hold another car. Maybe I'll just demonstrate with this one like this. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, and then you can just fold it back for, you know, easy storage in a Hot Wheels case. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, kind of some graffiti style-ish artwork there. There it is, Cabin Fever. Then the next one I've got is the Surf and Fun Series VW Bug. Opening this one mainly because, I don't know, the bug seems kind of cool, but it's also this nice blue color, which blue is my favorite color. So two things in one to make me open this one here. So this is a 90s one, and this has got a 1998 year listed on the back. Another look at the Hot Wheels world there. So that's cool stuff. But here's a look at this one. It's got some interesting, let's see, what kind of decorations are these? Can't really tell, honestly. Just like, is it just like splashing water with flowers, or kind of hard for me to tell exactly what I'm looking at there. It looks pretty good though, whatever it is. So this is a nice quality, heavy feeling car. I like that. Then here's a random one. So this is the, let's see, Xperia Motors. This one is zoom in. So this one is literally just the GoPro Hot Wheels car. This came in a few different color variations. I know there was a white one and a green one, and I think like a reddish one. New for 28. I don't own a GoPro, but it is very tempting to perhaps try and find one because, well, it'd be fun to use this car for a few things, I think. But yeah, this is the one I've got for this. And let's see, on the back, 2017 for that one there. So kind of by itself, it's not, you know, not super, it's not a cool looking car, I guess. It's not too bad, but put the GoPro on it and it's going to look really neat. And it'll have a good purpose too. So anyways, there's that one. Next up, we've got the X-Ray Cruiser Series 67 Camaro. It's got some blue on it, and just looks like a pretty cool car in general. So I thought I would open this one up and check it out. Got a Kmart sticker there, 94 cents. And then on the back, got a little different of a picture here of the Hot Wheels track system. So that's actually kind of neat. You know, buy all these different accessories and you can make a layout that looked kind of like that. And this one is from 1998. And I just dropped the car. But anyways, let's take a look at it. This one is really nice and heavy feeling. All the detail on the inside there, it looks pretty good too. And should be able to open the front of this, maybe. Yep, you can. Alright, so yeah, you can take a look inside if you want. So, and you could, I suppose you could pretend like you're at a car show and just keep it open. So that's kind of fun. Close that up. And the next one we've got is the Proper Chopper. I've got more than one of these, actually. There's a few different variations, but I thought, you know, it might be appropriate to have the police helicopter as the helicopter to have. And so, let's see, on the back, there's Hot Wheels World again, 1997. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Let's see, this one's playing hard to get. Alright, so this one is, well, we can take a look at it like this, but obviously you got to do something with these propellers. It looks absolutely hideous right now. I think you can pull this out like that, and then you can twist the blades of the helicopter. I got to be very careful about this, of course, because I don't want to damage it. There we go. I think that should do it. I don't know if this is gonna spin entirely well. Not super well. You can't really like free spin it, but you just pretend, kind of, I guess. So, but anyway, let's take a good look at this. Nice blue police helicopter. So not bad there. Alright, here is another one. 1999 First Editions 360 Medina, I think. It's kind of a random one. Looks kind of interesting to me. Just kind of a nice, maybe okay track type car. So, it feels kind of too heavy to be a good track car, but, well, you never know. But this one's from 1998. Yeah, this one's kind of an interesting one, so it's got another piece of plastic here, I guess. So, but anyways, here is a good look at that. It's a kind of a big red car pretty much all around, except for a couple little decals here. The teeny tiniest little Hot Wheels logo on the back there. That's pretty cool. And then, kind of hard to tell what this one is. I don't know. Something on it. Is that Ferrari? It shouldn't be. Or should it be? I don't know. I can't tell what it is. But anyway, there is that car. And then next up, got to get a truck. And I don't know if they made any, like blue trucks, like Chevy trucks, or all, Ford trucks, all kind of different trucks. But this one is a 2020 Ram 1500 Rebel, I guess. And then, yeah, so here's just a look at that. This is kind of a newer-ish one. Yeah, 2017 Mattel. But still, it's getting dated now. Alright, so here's the truck. This is really light. For better or for worse, it just is. And it's got the big old tires here. These actually spin really good. So, yeah, this is a cool little truck here. Alright, folks, I'm going to continue on, and unfortunately, I had a little fail with the camera here. I thought I had it recording, and then I opened up a bunch of cars and then realized that it was not recording. So, the next 7 that I'm going to open up are already opened, but I'll kind of try my best to pretend a little bit here. So, next up is the Jaguar D-Type. This is one that I had as a kid, so it's kind of got a little nostalgia factor. It's really not nothing about the car itself that I like that much, but yeah, it's the nostalgia factor from 2000. And here's a good look at that. It's a nice car overall. Kind of seems like a spaceship or something. But anyways, there's that one. And then next up we've got, let's see, 2004 First Editions Blings Hummer H2. So this one I kind of just decided to keep because it's kind of ridiculous a little bit. And on the back of this one, it's got a different look at the kind of newer Hot Wheels world, I guess you could still call it. It just calls it Hot Wheels sets, I guess, but some of the newer ones, you can see like Shark Parks there, you got your go-kart test track, the newer gas station, the rock and roll cafe, all these different newer sets in the early 2000s. So this one's a copyright of 2003. Anyway, I'll pull this one out. And yeah, this one's just kind of ridiculous. And I feel like it could maybe be an okay track car. Hard to say. Nice big smooth wheels, so had to check that out. Now this next one here, this is an older one for sure, and probably the oldest one that I'm going to be opening up. The BMW 850i. The reason I got this one is because, well, honestly, this was a car that one of my cousins had when we were growing up, and I was always kind of jealous of it. I never found it in the stores or anything, but he always had it, and it's a nice blue car. So I was like, when I found this at probably a thrift store or something, I'm like, I better buy that. why not? So this is a copyright of 1991 down there. And here's a look at the car. Just a nice blue car. Got nicely decorated inside there, it looks like. So that's fun. Next one is Diora 2. And as far as the background behind me collecting these goes, is, well, I played a game called Hot Wheels Micro Racers back in the day, and a very old PC game for like Windows 95, 98, or whatever it was. So, and that car was featured on that game, I believe it was, Diora 2, so I've just kind of like the car, even though it's kind of a goofy car, but just kind of a goofy surfing car, but nevertheless kind of interesting. So we've got a few different variations of this, and here is yet another one, this red, white, and blue American themed one of these. And this is a copyright of 2001. And yeah, I just really like the look of this one overall. Just the nice red, white, and blue. I think that looks pretty sharp. So there's that. And then next is a 2017 Acura NSX from the Hot Wheels Exotics collection. I'm sure you can kind of tell why I got this one. Just a nice blue car. So there's a look at that. 2017 copyright. And just, yeah, nice looking car. Nice looking blue car right there. So, beautiful. And then, yeah, we'll just pretend that I'm opening this. It's a Corvette, and, let's see, it should say the year, 97 Corvette. And this one, I have a few different variations of this Corvette. I think one of these actually came with one of the sets, so like a little $5 dealership playset from this same time. That one I think was all black, so this is just a different color variation. But I like these. I like this style of car, this Corvette from Hot Wheels. So I think I have maybe one or two other variations of this same car. So here's yet another one. And this one's copyright of 2000. So there's that. And then I have just one more of these ones that I already opened because of my little camera kerfuffle. 1999 first editions. This is a 99 Mustang. This one was an unfortunate open. Let me show you why. 1998. And I may actually have another one of these, so I may actually be able to just open a different one as a replacement. But the wheels on this one, they just don't work very well. They're, something's stuck with them. There's only one wheel that spins pretty freely, and it's this one. The others just do not. But I'll show you this car for what it is, and I'm going to see if I have a different one of these I can open up. And then just keep that. But it's a nice looking car. It's nice and heavy feeling, so I'm going to set that one kind of to the side here. And then next one is, let's see, this is the Dodge Viper RT10. Nothing super special about this car that I like, but it's kind of got a cool purple color. I think that this same model came with a gas station set at one point in the early 2000s as well. That was a blue one, if I recall this particular model being that same car. But yeah, this one is purple, so kind of a fun little variation. And let's see, this one is from 2021. So this one's a more modern one. All right, so let's have a look at that. Looks pretty good to me. And there we have it. And that's about it for these ones, so we'll kind of drive these ones away. And kind of make way for the next ones. The helicopter's got to fly. Let's see. There we go. But the rest of these ones can just drive away. Alright, so next we've got a few more. And hey look, another 97 Corvette. I told you I had a few different variations of this. So here's yet another one. And this one's got some kind of classic Hot Wheels colors on it. you know, kind of red and blue, and it's just the Hot Wheels logo there. I just kind of like it. So here's yet another one. And this is one of these 50th anniversary kind of special versions. So there's a look at that. 2017. There's a good look at the Corvette. So that looks really nice. Go ahead and set that over here. And then this one's a Corvette C6. And this one is just a nice blue car. Nice blue racing car. So thought I'd pick that one up from the 2000s. Copyright 2017. Alright, here's a good look at this one. Pretty cool. And then next we've got a good track car. It says best for track on there. So, you know, I figured that would be good. Got your Hot Wheels orange and your Hot Wheels blue throughout this one. This is Fast Master. Hot Wheels 50 race team. And then, yeah, so there's that. Then on the back, copyright 2017. So I'm not really sure if I like the car itself too much. It's a nice blue car, I guess, but I don't know. I certainly like other ones. But the fact that this one's kind of designed to work good with track is like, all right, I can always use more of those. So there's that one. Then this next one here, the Track T, I believe this was also in the Hot Wheels Micro Racers game, so that's a little bit of a nostalgia thing. I don't know if that, I doubt it was this same exact color variation, but, well, I suppose you never know. But 1999 first editions, it's got a 1998 copyright on the back. Let's see if I can get this actually. There we go. Alright, so here's a good look at that. Kind of an interesting car. So, very cool. Alright, so we're moving right along, and I've got a few more, well, not a few more, I guess this might be the last one, but transport trucks, as in ones that can haul another Hot Wheels car right on them. This is pretty cool. This is the ramp truck. And, yeah, I think I already have a ramp truck, but this one's a green color. I think my other one is like yellow or something. And I like green a little bit better, so here it is. And then here on the back, you know, we've kind of seen this picture already. I think, did I show you guys this? I can't remember if this was one that was in that little clip where I thought I had the camera running and it wasn't, but anyways. Some Hot Wheels track system track there. This one's a copyright 1997. And this is just a big old heavy little bruiser. Yeah, kind of a heavy truck. Heavy duty for sure. And then this kind of lifts back a little bit so you can, let's try and demonstrate it here. See, I guess the purpose would be, it's probably to launch it, honestly, but you can kind of pretend to drive your car up there and drive it around, and then launch it off the back. So something like that. Let's see now where these go. We'll park these just like that. Something like that. And then next one up we've got is the Rail Rodder. So this one's kind of funny, but I think I had this one when I was younger too. So, but it's a big old train that you can use on Hot Wheels track. So, you know, it's probably not a good track car, but nevertheless you could try. So that's kind of cool. And hey, look, on the back here we've got a different variation of the Hot Wheels track system layouts shown here. And you know, a lot of these are all, you know, just separate parts that you could buy. You know, some of these might be actual sets, but I know that Hot Wheels sold a lot of those separate parts. So you could buy like a loop pack, you could buy a jump pack, a curve pack, the booster by itself, all these things by themselves, kind of. So, yeah, this one's a copyright of 1995. And here's a good look at this one. Kind of a ridiculous little car, train thing. But, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Alrighty, and then next up we've got the Go-Kart from 1998 first editions. I've got a few of these, but here's another one that, I don't know, kind of cool for the Go-Kart test track playset. And, yeah, 1997 copyright. And this is a little bit more of a fragile one, and I just got the packaging out. It's got this extra piece of plastic in there, but yeah, this looks like the seat is moving a lot around, just a smidge. But anyways, here's a good look at this one. Kind of just a fun little car. So, gotta have that one. I know I've got a different variation of that or two, but nevertheless, just fun to have that one. Doesn't take up too much room. Next, we've got the blimp. And there's a lot of different variations of colors and kind of themes of the blimp too, but this is the version, the version that I liked the best. I actually have a few different versions of this, but got your track system layout picture there. Copyright 2000. Let's open up the blimp. And I think this variation of the blimp is one that I had when I was younger, perhaps. Hard to remember that, though. But the blimp is cool. Most of it is plastic, honestly, except for this little part down here. But, yeah, you kind of just do this. It says Power Blimp, Hot Wheels logo, and I guess it just oscillates between the two of those, but Hot Wheels logo there. Yeah, pretend that it's a blimp for something. And there is the old Hot Wheels World 90s playset that was it called Blimp Port? Now I can't remember, but it came with a blimp. So this one, I'll just kind of put this awkwardly over here. And then we'll take a look at the next one. This is a weird one. I don't really think I should need this, but it's kind of just unique. So this is an ATV. Kind of cool. So I'm like, I'll buy that. And then copyright 2004 on the back. And it just kind of looks cool. So I figure, and it's got yeah, let's see. Really nice spinning wheels. Big old wheels there. Almost seems like you can turn this or something, but maybe not. Yeah. Whoops. Anyways, take a good look at it all around. Pretty nice ATV, I gotta say. So we'll put that right there. And then next up we've got a school bus. And this one's kind of interesting graphics on it. It literally says graphics, so it's kind of like graffiti-ish looking. And on the top you got basically a Hot Wheels logo. I wish that there was just a regular yellow school bus. I think there may be out there perhaps, but that's not the version I came across, so that's not the version I'm going to open up, I guess. But still a pretty cool car, 1999. Yeah, maybe not my total ideal painting color, but it's good enough. Here's a good look at it. It's got to have a school bus in your Hot Wheels collection, I guess. So there's that. And now we're getting kind of to some of the theme-ish stuff here. And I've got 3 of them. The first is these fire trucks from Hot Wheels. I like collecting these fire trucks, the Fire Eater specifically, because the Fire Eater is kind of the go-to Hot Wheels fire truck. It's just the standard fire truck, but I love the Hot Wheels World Fire Station playset, which came with one of these, and I just want to kind of get several Fire Eater trucks. And if there's any other variations, just because it's that's a really cool playset, and you can put all your fire trucks on it and stuff, so that's really cool. 1999. So this is obviously a white variation of what has been in a lot of different color variations before. But there is that. Pretty cool. Love the Fire Eater. And next we've got Fire Eater 2. I'm not sure if I like this one quite as much, but, well, since it's got Fire Eater in the name, I'll go ahead and open this one up. So this one's copyright 1997. And this one's kind of cool, though, because it does have a working ladder, it looks like. Kind of similar to that Matchbox one, but, you know, different. Oh, and this one's hard to get. Let's see. There we go, found a weak point. So I should be able to gradually get at this one. There we go. Alright, so here's a look at it. This is a very light and cheap feeling one, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, this ladder should come up. Yeah, you can take that ladder out. So that's a neat, fun feature. Now how do I get it back in? Let's see, just like that, I guess. Sort of, maybe, kinda. Maybe I wasn't supposed to take that off. I don't know. Oops, maybe, or maybe it's okay. Just want this to go back on. There we go. Okay, cool. There we go. Oh, now it's loose again. Ugh. There we go. Alright, we'll put that down. Alright, next one last fire truck. 5-alarm. So, yeah, it's just a different type of fire truck, so I'll get that one. And this is copyright of 2017. Alright, so here's a look at this. This one's got a working ladder too, which I like. Otherwise, it doesn't look like a traditional fire truck all the way, but it's kind of, well, it's got that modern touch to it. So that's kind of cool. There we have that. And then next up we've got is the Hot Wheels art cars. This is the Super Van. So this is a playing cards theme, and it's kind of just, I think it's kind of silly and kind of cool looking, though. So I figured I'd open this one up. And copyright 2017. Kind of a light feeling car, but not too bad. I really like that king decoration on it. And then the ace on the top. That's pretty cool. So that was that one. And then I've got another random one here. Just for the silliness of it, fast foodie roller toaster. And then here's what it looks like. I typically like to get more realistic looking cars for play sets and things, but some of them are just so goofy that it's hard to pass up. So this is one of those. 2017. And let's see, how well does this work? I guess all you got to do is just go like this and pretend like you're toasting your toast. It doesn't seem like it snaps or anything. But that works. There's a little, it feels like there's just a little spring in there somewhere. But roller toaster, kind of funny. And this one should fit in well with the last ones because they're also food trucks. And so we'll set that one here. Alright, so literally the next 5 of these are all this same type of food truck. So Quick Bite, are they all called Quick Bite? I think so. So some of these are old, some of these are new. And I've been collecting these food trucks, the Quick Bite food trucks, because they're hilarious. You can make like a little, you know, if you get a bunch of these, you can make like your own little section of like little food trucks. I don't know. I just think it's hilarious. So I've been picking these up, and this one is Fuego Fajitas. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right at all, but and this one's also blue, so that's cool for me. 2024. Here we go. All right, so here it is. Kind of rather plasticky feeling, but anyways, looks good. All right, so there's one. We've got 4 more. All right, so here's an older one. So this would be from the 2000s roughly. And this one is Ice Cream Truck. This one's actually called Ice Cream Truck. And yeah, so here we go. Yet another one. And year 2000 is the copyright. Oh, let's see here. Tough to get after these. Let's see, I gotta hold these side by side. This one is much heavier than this one. Yeah, this is this whole thing I think is plastic, and this whole thing is metal. Yeah, so anyways, but here it is. Ice Cream. Backwards Hot Wheels logo kinda there. The clown face is just kind of hilarious. But yeah, there's that one. So these are not all identically the same. You can see one major difference here is like all these different little sky windows on the plasticky one. But yeah, so there's that. And then now we've got another modern one. So this is another ice cream truck. So I guess it's kind of battle of the old and the new ice cream trucks. But anyways, this is that. Copyright 2017. I do like the blue color on the wheels. But yeah, there's a look at that. And just 2 more. The next one is, well, it's another quick bite, but this one is hot chicken. So that's funny. I just love all these different variations. 2021 copyright. Yeah, most of these ones that I got are these newer ones. So they all got this different, the sky window decorations on top, and they're a bit more plasticky feeling. They're still nice trucks, but yeah, just a little different compared to the older 90s type ones. Anyways, here's a look at it. It's nicely decorated, though. Like you can see, there's a person in the window there inside. So cool, very cool. And last but not least, another quick bite. This one is Shave Ice. And copyright 2017. And very similar to the other ones, just a different, type of place. This one is the Shave Ice. And that is what we have for it. So, all these different cars later, well, I just wanted to open these up and show you guys and kind of just talk a little bit about them as I'm kind of going through my collection of cars and deciding what I want to keep and what I maybe don't need. So these were all cars that I was interested in and want to keep. I don't know how long I'll keep them. Maybe a lot of them for a long time. Maybe some of them just for a little while. But nevertheless, it was just fun to open up some cars and kind of chat with them and kind of go on a little bit of a nostalgia trip a little bit for some of these. So anyways, folks, there it was. I hope you enjoyed this video unboxing of all these different Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars.